What if the next life-changing investment is already right in front of you? Not in some secret hedge fund, not hidden behind billionaires, but sitting quietly, in plain sight. Right now, while most people are chasing hype stocks and trending headlines, something very different is happening beneath the surface. Small companies, overlooked, undervalued, and underestimated, are quietly building the future. And history has shown us something powerful. The biggest winners are almost always invisible before they explode. So the real question is this: are you early or are you late? Why most people miss 10x opportunities? Let's be honest, most investors don't actually miss opportunities because they aren't smart. They miss them because they're looking in the wrong place. People chase what's already popular. They wait for headlines, hype, and confirmation. But by the time a stock becomes safe, the biggest gains are already gone. Think about companies like Amazon or Tesla. At one point, they looked risky, small, and uncertain. Most people ignored them. But the investors who paid attention early saw something different. They saw growth that was already happening. And that's the key. The best opportunities are not guesses, they are trends already in motion. The hidden pattern behind explosive growth. Every 10x stock follows a similar pattern. It starts with a company building something valuable. Then comes adoption. More users, more customers, more demand. After that, revenue begins to grow rapidly. And finally, the market realizes what's happening, and the stock price catches up. By the time the world notices, the biggest move is already done. Right now, there are companies going through this exact process. Not in theory, but in real numbers, real growth, and real expansion. The rise of super apps and digital economies. Take a company like Grab. At first glance, it looks like a simple ride-hailing service, but in reality, it's something much bigger. It combines transportation, food delivery, payments, and financial services into one ecosystem. And here's where it gets interesting. Millions of users are already inside that system. Once they enter, they don't just use one service, they use multiple. That creates a powerful loop. More services lead to more usage leads to more spending, and more spending drives massive growth. This is the same model that helped Amazon dominate globally. And the most important part? The market it serves is still largely untapped, which means the growth runway is enormous. The AI revolution is just getting started. Now shift your focus to artificial intelligence. Most people think the AI boom already happened, but the truth is, we are still in the early stages. Companies like SoundHound AI are building the infrastructure behind this revolution. Their technology is already being used in cars, restaurants, and customer service systems. But what makes this powerful is not just the technology. It's the growth, revenue expanding at an incredible pace, profitability starting to appear, and demand increasing across multiple industries. This is what early-stage disruption looks like. Not hype, but real adoption, spreading quietly. The next frontier, automation and robotics. Now imagine a world where machines don't just assist humans, but replace entire processes. That world is already forming. Companies like Mobileye are pushing boundaries beyond just self-driving cars. They are applying the same technology to robotics. Think about it. A system that can help a car navigate traffic can also help a robot move through warehouses, hospitals, and factories. This opens up an entirely new market. And when a company expands from one industry into another using the same core technology, growth can accelerate dramatically. The silent comeback no one expected. Sometimes, the biggest opportunities come from companies people have already given up on. Take Snap Inc. For years, many believed it was fading away. But behind the scenes, something changed. Instead of relying only on ads, the company built a subscription model. Millions of users are now paying monthly for premium features. This shift transformed the business. Losses started shrinking, revenue stabilized, and profitability began to emerge. This is a powerful reminder. A company doesn't need to be new to become a 10x opportunity. Sometimes, it just needs to evolve. Energy, the backbone of the future. Now let's talk about something even bigger. Energy. As technology grows, so does the demand for power. Data centers, artificial intelligence, electric vehicles all require massive amounts of electricity. And this is where companies like Denison Mines come into play. Nuclear energy is quietly making a comeback. It's clean, reliable, and scalable, and uranium is the fuel behind it. If demand continues to rise while supply struggles to keep up, the companies positioned in this space could see explosive growth. But here's the catch: this is still early, which means it carries risk, but also massive potential. The race to reinvent transportation. Transportation is changing faster than ever. Electric vehicles are improving, batteries are evolving, and entirely new systems are being developed. Companies like QuantumScape are working on technology that could cut charging times in half while increasing range. If successful, this solves one of the biggest problems in electric vehicles. And when a company solves a major industry problem, adoption can skyrocket. At the same time, companies like Aurora Innovation are redefining logistics. Driverless trucks are already being tested on real roads. Faster delivery, lower costs, no human limitations. This is not the future. This is happening now. The dream of flying cars is becoming real. For decades, flying cars felt like science fiction. But now, companies like Archer Aviation are turning that idea into reality. Electric air taxis designed for short urban travel. Trips that take an hour on the road could be reduced to minutes in the air, and with major global events showcasing this technology, adoption could accelerate faster than expected. This is how new industries are born. Slowly at first, and then all at once. Imagine bypassing traffic jams entirely, soaring above crowded streets. Air taxis could become the new normal for commuters in major cities. The infrastructure for vertiports is already being developed in key urban hubs. Companies are testing autonomous flight technology to make it safe and efficient. Battery technology is evolving to allow longer flight times and faster recharging. Investors are beginning to recognize the enormous potential in urban air mobility. This isn't just transportation, it's a whole new economy forming above our heads. Real estate near vertiports could see a surge in value as accessibility changes. Flying cars could reduce the environmental impact of traditional cars if powered electrically. Soon, urban air travel might be as routine as hopping into a cab today. The reality most investors don't want to hear. Here's the truth. Not every one of these companies will succeed. Some will fail. Some will struggle. Some will disappear. But that's not the point. The goal is not to find certainty. The goal is to find potential before it becomes obvious. Because even one true 10x stock can change everything. And those opportunities don't come from playing it safe. They come from seeing what others ignore. The opportunity is already here. The next generation of massive winners is not coming someday in the future. It is already here, building quietly, growing steadily, expanding rapidly, hidden in plain sight. The question is not whether these opportunities exist. The question is whether you are paying attention. Because by the time everyone else sees it, it might already be too late. If you found this eye-opening and want more deep insights like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with someone who wants to get ahead, and tell me in the comments, which of these industries do you think will create the next 10x giant? And if you really want to understand these opportunities in detail, go watch the full video next, because the biggest moves are just getting started.